Hello guys, welcome to a very late General Hospital MV, my GH after show. For those of you that follow me on Tumblr, you would know that I had the worst case of hay fever and allergies the past few days. I had a lot to talk about and I could barely get through a sentence without sneezing, so I just needed to wait it out. It sucked. I am back and bold and I'm sitting at about 87%. It's almost the middle of the week. We've had 2 episodes already and it's gonna be hard to not talk about them because I just got so much to say about this week's episodes, but we're talking last week, and a lot happened last week too. We had a lot of returns in the form of ghosts, dreams, nightmares, and real life nightmares. We had murders, we had reveals, and we had great lines like it must have been one hell of a blade. Jason bumped his head again, crashing into the police van, or was it vice versa? And he started to see all the people he cared about, including Sam, Sunny, Carly, and most importantly, Robin. I truly love seeing Robin in any form. He also seen Helena, who was taunting him and saying that he's still conditioned, and there was a moment where she mentioned that he would never remember what happened to Jake on the island, and I don't know if that was a flub in a line or if Jason really was on the island with Jake when he was there. Anyway, all these ghostly figures were talking Jason into saving Dante. Dante was pinned under the police van with a pen stuck in his chest, and Jason, through his headaches, pulled him out from under it before it exploded. And then in a truly blink and you miss it moment, he got his memories back. Okay, we waited 2 years for something that happened off screen. You would think with over 2 decades of memories suddenly flowing back into him, there would be at least like a moment, but instead I felt something to the effect of this sound effect. Super lackluster. It is leading to some good scenes in this week's episodes, but I can't talk about it. Stop. Heather Weber also returned. Franco visited her in jail to get love advice. Ain't gonna touch that one. Although security seemed to be really tight on her, so my original theory of Heather being the one that's stalking Jason and Sam might have to reconsider it. Anyway, something else that happened was that Carlos overpowered Anna and threw her into a meat locker, locked it, and in her state of mind, whether Duke was a ghost or a dream sequence, he paid her a visit. They had a really good talk, and I loved seeing Ian Buchanan back as Duke. She mentions to him that he has a son, and he is delighted, although I kind of hoped that Duke would have a scene with Griffin as well. Why give Duke a son if he's not around to see him? Anyway, Carlos died. Yep, Julian stabbed him with the knife that killed Alexis's mother, but he made it to the hospital first, as did Anna once Andre rescued her like that, just knew where she was unexpectedly. Carlos made it to the hospital, but he was obviously dying, so he read his last rites, which led to a reveal that Griffin is also a priest. Weirdly enough, I'm not that surprised about it, but at the same time, and I know that you guys on Tumblr have pointed out to me that it is a soap opera, but listen, hear me out, okay? Because I Google things, alright? So I Googled, how long does it take to become a Roman Catholic priest? The answer is 8 years. I also Googled, how long does it take to become a neurosurgeon? So he would have had to pull a miracle, like his Lord and Savior, to pull that off. But in all fairness, this show makes me have to suspend my belief a lot, okay? And I can't do it all the time. I couldn't stomach the thought of Dr. Obrecht being the chief of staff of the hospital. I can't stomach the thought of Franco being an art therapist. And it annoys the hell out of me that all the bad guys of Port Charles are practically running the joint with no end to their terror. We got the evil Mayor Lomax, we have the devious DA Paul Hornsby, we got mobsters running rampant everywhere, we had Nicholas attempting to murder someone and getting away with it, we had Elizabeth lying to Jason for months about who he was with a slap on the wrist. I literally long for the day when a good guy gets to take down a bad guy. All the bad guys get pardoned or lose the evidence, get a tumor, whatever. Like, I can't anymore. I just need a good guy to win one time. Just one. I want to see a bad guy get put away. Why not start with Julian Jerome? More on that next week. What I can talk about is that Alexis put 2 and 2 together and realized that Carlos was killed by Julian Jerome. And my thought before Monday's episode was damn, Alexis is gonna tear him to shreds and it's gonna be one hell of a show. And it was. More on that next week. So yeah, GH gave me all the feels last week. I was going through several emotions, anxiety, and like I was irritated, but I was entertained, and I'm so lost. Me and GH have a really messed up relationship, okay? It's a love-hate thing and I can't deal. So yeah, those are my thoughts and opinions. While I have you on this video though, I wanted to add a couple new segments to my General Hospital After Show. For instance, I want to talk about news that is kind of related to GH, kind of not, but it could mean something for GH. ABC's Nashville got cancelled. As most of you know, Jonathan Jackson, who formerly played Lucky Spencer on GH, was on that show. Am I the only one that wants Lucky Spencer back? Yay or nay? Let me know below. That's all I really wanted to talk about in GH news. It's not really news, it's just what do you guys think? Another segment I wanted to do with GH Envy is talk about Tumblr, because Tumblr is the reason why I started GH Envy in the first place. I love the fandom on there. We're all a great bunch of people and y'all entertain me with all your posts all the time, and I would like to involve you guys more, so I have decided that every week I am going to choose my Tumblr post of the week. This week you guys have a lot of great stuff that you have been posting, but I gotta talk about last week's. I totally saved what I wanted to post last week. I screen capped it. So last week's Tumblr post of the week belongs to one of my favorite posters, the Morgan family. In one of the earlier episodes last week, we had just seen Julian stab Carlos in the gut. We had also seen Franco standing there naked in front of Nina, and it had all of us, for various reasons, saying, damn! And the Morgan family literally screen capped like 3 of us, myself included, because I said damn Julian for stabbing Carlos, and just pointed out that we here at the GH fandom say damn a lot, and I loved it. It made my day. Thank you for pointing out how dramatic we are. We're a soapy bunch. Anyway, I want to say thank you again for being so patient with me this week. I love doing General Hospital Envy, and I hate allergy season. I love my online GH family because you guys, like, I don't know anybody here that loves General Hospital apart from my mom and my grandmother, and my mom's usually out of town. My grandmother, she usually doesn't remember most of the characters' names, but she watches it with me every day. And so I will see you guys there the rest of the week whenever I can watch GH. I will talk to you guys on the flip side.